So as you've probably heard, there's an eclipse coming up next Monday, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about that. Now this eclipse is passing right over the town in which I live, which is perfect for me because I'm super excited. If it's not happening in your area, well, maybe you'll have an opportunity in the future. Or of course you can travel somewhere where the eclipse is actually happening. And if the eclipse isn't happening near you, then just check back next week. I'll have some pretty cool videos about the eclipse. But there are some things that a lot of people don't understand about the eclipse, and I want to talk about what it is, what causes it, and how to view it safely. Plus I'm going to show you a few different ways to see the eclipse, just in case you don't have those solar glasses and you're kind of concerned about looking at the sun. Should you or shouldn't you? First of all, what is a total solar eclipse? A total solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes between the sun and the earth, blocking out most of the sunlight that reaches earth. This causes the earth to get rather dark and noticeably cooler for a few minutes. It will produce some amazing sights on the horizon and around the edge of the sun. The horizon will bear a beautiful sunset effect all around you, and you will see the energy radiating from the sun, which is never visible to the naked eye. And the stars will shine during the middle of the day. It is an amazing event that you absolutely must experience. Alright, now one thing you should never do is look directly at the sun, hence the reason why everybody has these solar glasses for sale. I mean, pretty much anywhere you go in the town I live in, which is directly in the path of the eclipse, you can find these solar glasses for like $1 or $2. And they are designed to help protect your eyes so that you can actually look at the sun safely. Now, one thing that surprises most people when they put the glasses on is that they notice they can't see anything. I mean, even looking up at the lights, you can't see anything through these glasses. They are designed to block out 100% of the light, except for those rays that come from the sun. So you'll actually be able to see the sun when you put the glasses on and look at the sun, but you can't see anything else. Alright, so when you go get yourself a pair of solar glasses, open them up and take a look on the inside, right here. They have a statement in here about how it conforms to the ISO standards for glasses that are safe for viewing the sun. If the glasses that you purchase don't have this little message, throw them away. Go out and find a pair of glasses that do conform, because there is an industry standard of safety, and I really want to make sure that nobody's eyes get damaged while trying to view the eclipse because you bought the wrong glasses. Now they also have these little card style rather than the glasses. This is something you just look through to view the eclipse. These work really well as well, but again, make sure on the back that it conforms to these standards. You don't want to get something that's going to cause eye damage. And when I say damage your eyes, we're talking permanent, irreversible eye damage here. There's nothing you can do to fix your eyesight after this. So something that you should take very seriously and make sure that when you're viewing the eclipse, you're viewing it safely. Alright, so another thing I want to show you is how to make a pinhole projector. Now there's a couple different ways you can do this, but I'm going to show you how to make one with a cardboard box. Now first we need to cut a hole in one side of the box that we can cover with aluminum foil. The aluminum foil will give us a much better pinhole than if we were to just try and poke a hole through the cardboard. So we'll cut a square out and we're going to tape a square of aluminum foil over top of that, and that's where we'll poke our little pinhole so that we can project an image inside the box. Now if we're projecting an image inside the box, we need some way to be able to see that image. So we're going to cut a flap in the bottom of the box just on 3 sides, and that will allow us to kind of flip that up and see inside the box so that we can see what's going on in there. Now I'm going to use some duct tape just to seal up some light leaks. We want to keep out as much light as possible so that the only light that's coming in comes through the pinhole. And that should do it. Now we've got a pinhole projector. Let's take it outside and test it out. So if we point the pinhole at the sun, then the light will pass through the pinhole and project onto the back wall of the box. This is why we cut a flap into it, so that you can see inside the box and see that amazing image that it's projecting. Now the problem with doing this is that the image you get is not very large. It's quite small, in fact, and a little bit difficult to see. One other common misconception is that you can actually view the eclipse using a telescope. Now, there is some truth to that. However, it's only during what we call totality, the portion of time when the moon is completely blocking out all of the sun's light that's coming towards the Earth. Then and only then is it okay to actually use a telescope, because the amount of sunlight that's coming through the telescope is not enough to burn you. However, when the sun is out and you're using a telescope, if you look through that telescope at the sun, you're going to do serious damage to your eyes. And in fact, let me show you. I'll use this leaf and show you just exactly what can happen. Now this is just using a telescope on a sunny day, and you can actually see that if you're close enough to the telescope and it's pointed at the sun, it's going to do some serious damage. Now, believe it or not, you can actually use a telescope to make a projected image of the sun, very much like the pinhole projector, but you get a little bit better result. So if you have a telescope lying around, even if it's just one from a kid's toy set, you can actually do this and see a pretty clear image of the sun in a safe way. I would recommend using some kind of white paper, or in this case I'm using some cardboard. It allows us to project an image that we can focus by moving the cardboard either closer or further away from the telescope, and once we find the nice sweet spot, we get a pretty good image of the sun. In fact, it's a little bit of a cloudy day today. You can see the clouds moving in front of the sun on this projection. Now, probably the most important thing about the eclipse, if it's happening close to where you are, you definitely need to go out and enjoy it. I think where I'm at, it hasn't happened for about 200 years, and the next one's going to be like 189 years from now. So it's pretty much a once-in-a-lifetime chance or opportunity to experience some of the wonders of our universe. And this is a really cool thing. I mean, when the eclipse happens, not only is it going to get dark, but the temperature's going to drop, the winds will change. I mean, it has some pretty significant impacts on our atmosphere and on the Earth. So if you have the chance to see the eclipse, you don't want to miss it. You'll probably regret it for the rest of your life, because this may be the only opportunity you get to see the eclipse where you live. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you find some way on Monday to go out and enjoy the eclipse if it's happening where you are. And if it's not, make sure you check and find out when the next eclipse will be near you. Now, remember, this is a lot different than a partial eclipse. A partial eclipse, the moon only blocks out part of the sun. In a total eclipse, you get complete coverage. So it's kind of a rare thing, something that doesn't happen very often in your area. And if you have the opportunity, you should definitely go check it out. And remember, don't look directly at the sun. Get some eclipse glasses, or use one of the methods we talked about today. We don't want you hurting your eyes. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a like down there. Don't forget to subscribe. And aside from that, I'll catch you after the eclipse.